Do you think this is your time?
Hey guys, welcome to Viva La J, and this is going to be my first movie review that I'm going to be doing. In this review video, I'm going to be reviewing Natural Born Pranksters, starring Vitaly, Roman Atwood, and Dennis Roady. You know, I was really excited that I heard that Roman Atwood and Vitaly and Dennis were going to be making this movie because, I mean, I love prank movies. If anybody that knows me, including my family and friends, know that I love Jackass, Viva La Bam, the Dudesons. I collect all of their merchandises, and I never get bored of watching their videos. And when I heard that Dave England, the Dudesons, were going to be part of this movie, and I thought that Steve-O was going to be part of this movie, but I guess not, I got really excited because I said, wow, this is going to be a Jackass crew coming in here. You know, they're going to make this movie great. So all in all, I'm really excited. You know, I was ready to go watch this movie, and you know, when I saw the commercial, I'm all like, this is going to be a hit movie. You know, with Roman Atwood and Vitaly and Dennis doing all these great pranks, because trust me, I'm a huge Roman Atwood fan. I like Vitaly videos. I've seen Dennis's videos. They're all great. I've seen their prank videos, and there's nothing that can go wrong here, and that's why I support them 100%, and that's why I went to go watch this movie. Now, I am going to be reviewing this movie as a reviewer, okay? Because I want to be honest with you. Even so that I'm a huge Roman Atwood fan, I'm looking at this video as a perspective as a normal viewer, not as a fan of Roman Atwood. Okay, because I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there that might be a little upset with me. But hey, as I said, I'm a huge Roman Atwood fan, but I'm not here to criticize it as a Roman Atwood fan, because if I was criticizing as a Roman Atwood fan, I would say this is a great movie. They're 100% go watch it, support him and everything like that. But I really want to, you know, this movie review series that I want to do, I really want to be really honest and how I really feel about the movie, no matter what. Even if I'm a huge fan or not, I want to be brutally honest with all movies that I'm going to be reviewing. Alright, so let's get into the review. Well, first of all, this movie, Natural Born Prankster, just came out in April 1st, and it's starring Roman Atwood, Vitaly, and Dennis Roady. And of course, they were bringing in some other people like David England, Jenna Marbles, and much more. And so, you know, as I said, I was really excited to watch this movie because they were bringing in other people into the film, which I would think that they would really make it much better with them in there. Real quick, brutally honest, guys, about this movie, I was really disappointed. Really disappointed. In the beginning of the movie, when they were introducing Roman, Vitaly, and Dennis Roady, you know, they were showing their past videos from their channels, and I was like, oh great, this is gonna be good, right? And then they went on to their first prank, and it was kind of like a little bit of adult content type of prank, and you know, it kind of reminded me like a little bit of like Jackass and all. But don't get me wrong, this movie did not remind me of Jackass. I don't know if they were trying to make a movie like Jackass, but definitely not. Jackass is full of disgusting scenes, with great pranks, and also great stunts. As in this prank movie, if you're expecting a movie like Jackass, don't expect it, because there's not a lot of stunts in here, and there's not a lot of like really disgusting type stuff in here. You know, maybe in the beginning it's kind of like an adult content type, but it's not really like that at all. You know, basically it's their own type of film for Roman Atwood and all. I support YouTube stars 100%. If you guys have seen my channel in the past, I support YouTubers, and that's why I go watch their movies or anything like that. But this movie, once again, for me, was really disappointing because it wasn't there. Like, it wasn't meant to be on a big screen, to be honest. It wasn't meant to be on a big screen. The pranks were either too long or too short. The reactions from the people that were pranked were not great. I don't know if they had issues with other people, getting other people to be in their pranks, or they didn't give them permission to put them in the movie. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't great. Either they did it too much or they did it too little. They're warning a lot of multiple pranks. Like, let's say there was one prank, right? And I would have liked to seen them doing them with multiple people, which they didn't do. There was a couple of scenes, like 1 or 2 pranks that they did. They did it on 2 people or 3 people, but that was it. The other pranks, they only did it on 1 person, and it was just quick. The prank was done, and it's like there was never a spike. You know, like you know, like get ready for it, for this huge reaction, go, 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 go. But that reaction never came because Roman Atwood or Vitaly, they would just come in and say, haha, you've been pranked, you know. I was like, that was it. And then while I was watching the movie, it's like the pranks, you know, I was like, okay, I can't wait for a good prank is coming, a good prank is coming. So every single clip that is going, I'm like, okay, can't wait for the next one to see what happens. Then I was disappointed. And then go to the next one, alright, let's go. And then no. And then once the movie ended, which I thought was like real quick, you know, this movie was like, to me it looked short. I mean, it was like an hour and 30 minutes the movie, but it came quick. Now, you know, I was watching the ending of the movie, right? And I was like, that's it? You know, I was expecting more. And they would show like montages from the old pranks that they did in their YouTube channel. I was laughing at those. Like, I was like, oh wow, I remember those videos, and I enjoyed that part. But then when they would, you know, show their movie, you know, their updated pranks, really disappointed. There were some certain parts, like I think it was with Tom Mabe, when he was doing the eavesdrop prank. I mean, he's done that on his channel. They updated that, and what they did was they showed a scene from his original YouTube channel, right, from the past, and then they did a new one for the movie. So I was like, great, right? And that was really disappointing. The reaction was disappointing. It was like, they didn't go really too far into it. They just did it really like quick, and it was done with. And they only did it with one person. That was it. It would have been great if there would have been multiple people that they would have put a prank on them, but they didn't do that at all. So that was disappointing. Now, back to the Dudesons, Juka. It wasn't Jarpy. It was Juka. Juka's was the one. Is the Dudesen that's in this movie. Not Jarpy. It's Juka. When they did that film, when they did that part about the restaurant, right? I was assuming when I saw the commercial, I was thinking that there was gonna be like a bunch of dogs that were gonna come out from the back of the restaurant, and it was gonna like scare everybody, like, oh my god. And it would have been great like if they would have had like blood on the dogs, like, you know, if they were trying to kill the dogs, like, you know. I thought they were pulling a prank, that they were cooking the dog, and I think that's what they were trying to pull, because I didn't really understand the joke on that scene. All it was, you know, Juka was making noises in the back, and then you hear a dog barking, and that's all you hear was just a dog barking. And it didn't sound like they were killing a dog, it was just a dog barking. That's all it was. So I wouldn't have think that it was like they were trying to kill the dog. I just think that there was just a dog in the back there, you know, which is really bad too, because having pets in a restaurant is not really good. And then a guy comes in looking for a dog, right? He's, oh, where's my other dog, whatever. And then they serve, spoiler guys, okay? Just giving you guys a warning, it's a spoiler. If you guys haven't seen the movie, you know, you guys could go watch the movie, but I'm just giving you my points right now. So, you know, they bring out a plate, I think Roman Atwood brings out a plate and serves it to customers, and then when they open I forgot what the thing is called, the silver thing, there was a leash in there. And the girl's like, oh no, oh my god, whatever. But that was it. There was no huge reaction. And that's what disappointed me about this movie. Usually in the Jackass films, they would prank each other, meaning the crew itself, they would prank each other. But in this movie, in the Natural Born Pranksters movie, it wasn't like that at all. I didn't see nobody prank each other. They pranked their crew members, like they would prank people that are not, you know, Vitaly, Roman Atwood, and Dennis didn't prank each other. I would love to see that. I would have definitely loved to see that, but they didn't. What I think that would have made this movie really, like, much better is the way they did their videos on their channel. They would prank their own family, you know, they would prank each other, you know. I think that is what was missing. I think this movie was well too organized, meaning that I think they hired a group of people that were going to be part of a project, but they didn't know what project was going to be, but then they were going to be pranked. If you guys know what I mean. I'm not saying that they hired these people that they knew they were going to be in a prank. No. I believe that they were hired, that they were going to be part of a project, and then they got pranked. You see what I'm saying? I know there's been a lot of controversy out there that people have been saying that these pranksters have been, you know, are fake. And I don't know, you know, I don't know the facts about that stuff, but what I believe was that this movie kind of seemed too well organized. There were two that I liked. One of them was the robbery prank, when they hired an actress to go into a convenience store and rob it, and she thought she was part of a movie, but later on the cops came in and now she thought that it was real. You know, she was looking for the guys, you know, she was telling the cops that, you know, that she was part of the movie, and the camera crew was there, and the cops would say, what camera crew? You know, and then she thought she was really getting arrested, and then, you know, they said, oh, it's a prank, blah, blah. So, yeah, guys, as I said, I support Roman Atwood. I like his movie, or I like his videos, and all honesty, this movie, it didn't seem that it was meant to be in the big screen, or not even on DVD. It reminds me of a program, of like a True TV type of show. If you guys never seen True TV, you know, they done like this joke, like Carbonara Effect or Practical Jokers and all that stuff. This reminds me of that type of show. Okay, it didn't remind me of, it didn't look like a movie at all. It reminded me of one of those True TV type shows, and that's why I think that kind of disappointed me. I was expecting a lot in this movie, especially having Juka in there, Dave England in there, you know, all these other people that were part of this movie. I thought it's gonna be really exciting, but not that exciting at all. There was nothing in this movie that made me laugh or go like, damn, what the f happened? You know, nothing like that in this movie. I know probably a lot of people are gonna be watching this video and they're gonna really disagree with me regarding this, but I'm just being totally honest with you with this movie. And as I said, I'm a huge Roman Atwood fan, but I'm just really disappointed with the movie. On my movie reviews, I'm going to be putting a rating, and I'm going to put 10 popcorns, and for this video, or for this movie, I'm going to give it 3 popcorns out of 10, because once again, it was really disappointing. I wasn't trying to relate this to a Jackass movie, because I know these guys are totally different, but still, I was expecting a lot more for a prank movie, especially for the amount of money that we're paying for the movie. I mean, people are paying $12 for the digital download, and I think $20 to watch it in the movie theater. All in all, you know, is it really worth it to pay for this movie? Well, if you're a fan of theirs, of course it is, but for for a moviegoer, no. You know, I do congratulate Roman Atwood, Vitaly, and Dennis for making a film. That's great, because making a movie, I mean, that's really exciting. I mean, that's one of my dreams, is to make a full feature film. You know, that's something that I really want to do. I'm just sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. This film wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't really good for me at all. Please don't hate, guys. Please don't hate. I know Roman Atwood fans or Vitaly fans might come in here and say, you suck. You can't. This movie was really good. Sorry, that wasn't for me. And as I said, I'm a huge Jackass prankster movie type of film. If they would have done something like, if they would have taken some great ideas from their past videos and upgraded to a new, that would have been great. As what they did with, what's his name, Tom Mabe, they put his old video, right, and then they made it into an updated video. That was great. And they did that a couple of times. And then there was another shot that they were doing when they said, please turn down your volume or something like that. And then they were doing the drive-by. That was like one of their old videos that they were showing in the movie. They were doing the drive-by with the loudspeakers and everything. I got excited when I saw that clip, because I thought they were going to do an updated version of that, but they didn't. I was like, oh man, crap. And then there were some other clips that they did that they were showing, like Roman Atwood was hanging from the bridge. I thought they were going to do it again. Like, I thought they were going to do an updated version of that, and that would have been great too, but they didn't do that. I was disappointed because of that. I was expecting that part. I was like, yes, they're going to be doing that loudspeaker thing, that prank. I mean, and that was great, you know, when they go into the hood or the ghetto, and they were like, you know, running around with the loudspeakers, and they were pretending that somebody was getting shot, and these guys were all getting scared. And I remember that Roman Atwood was saying something about that, you can't do this and you can't do that. Maybe that was a little what he was kind of talking about. I believe that maybe they did wanted to put that in the movie, but what Roman Atwood said about the lawyers were telling him about legal stuff, that you can't put that in a movie. So maybe there were some pranks that they just couldn't do it, you know, like they just couldn't put anything in the movie. But maybe that was it. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe that could have been it. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is my review on Natural Born Pranksters. Please give it a thumbs up, like the video, favorite the video if you guys want, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. I have different stuff going on in this channel, from pranks, video reviews, reactions, different things I'm going to be doing on this channel. So please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much. My name is Johnny G. Welcome to Viva La J. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care and God bless. Bye.